Speaking of bringing people together for a cause, how about trying to save Great Salt Lake? This happened live at Sundance. It was hosted at the Impact Lounge, and they asked one simple question: can storytelling actually help save the Great Salt Lake? And what they did is they brought up activists, they brought up podcasters, they were sharing the stage, and Masay Gonzalez podcast Stay Salty, lake-facing stories, passed the mic around. And through the end of the episode, through the end of the show, the governor, Spencer Cox, recommitted to filling the lake by 2034. And the big idea here is, how does live storytelling, how do these live events where you're bringing the community together, how do they help create that civic influence? How do you build something greater than just what you're talking about on the stage?
That is a great example of getting the word out. We have a lot of heavily edited media these days. And one of the things that I love about just the time we live in now is if I've got an opinion, I can get online and say it, and it can get out to a million different places. And I don't care how much it's, regulated or whatever. If I have an opinion, someone's going to see it. And that's great for people trying, in this case, like trying to save the lake, right? And, politicians are starting to pay attention to that, which is awesome. It also shows that live emotion, like people are, they were angry, they were passionate, they were concerned, and they had experts on there telling them their points, right? And there was back and forth, and that resonates a lot with people.
I'm amazed, just seeing the community come back out again. We always talk about that post-COVID hangover where people kind of retracted to their homes and they're just doom scrolling on their phones all night. But here's something that people were passionate about. People came out in droves to listen to these stories, to hear what can be done. The politicians are paying attention. This is where the direction of media is going. The ability for you to create something that other people listen to that isn't one of the three main networks. You have power now. And these types of events where you're bringing your podcast, you're bringing the community, you're bringing the politician together, that's going to move the needle a lot faster than calling into your senator or penning a letter. I don't know if people still pen letters, but penning a letter to your congressman